This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Betsy, I am very excited because we have a guest. We have a guest.
Can you believe it? We got a guest.
I mean, we're the laziest podcast hosts who literally host a podcast where we interview people, and we haven't done it in a year and change.
Yep.
But you guys you're so lucky. This person is an actress, a comedian, writer. You've seen her in Doctor Who, Peep Show, The Watch. She had her own sketch show called Watson and Oliver. Ingrid Oliver, hello.
Hello, London calling. Hi.
It's so lovely to see you. I'm very excited. I can't wait till travel restrictions lift.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Am I going to be the first person you visit?
I'm running to the airport, going straight to London. I can't wait. I'm gonna just like sucker fish your face, like you're the side of a fish tank.
And I'm ready. I'm here. I will welcome you with open arms.
It is very funny though that thinking of like the future, I'm like, I'm gonna travel everywhere. And so I will be broke. I can't wait for it though.
I'm blowing through all my money so I can just travel.
I mean, I've not earned any money in a year, so there's nothing left.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, I'm taking one trip to Disneyland and then I'm done.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you want me to host you, you're going to have to bring your own food and drink because I just don't. There's nothing.
I'll bring cat food. I'll bring blankets.
Perfect. Thank you.
So how have you been? You've been in lockdown. You're surviving. You're thriving.
Yeah. I mean, survive. God, can you imagine if I wasn't thriving? That's quite. I feel a little pressure to say yes, I am. I'm thriving. Yeah. Actually, to be fair, it's all been. I don't know if you guys have felt this. It's been phases, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And waves, and there were months where I was like, oh my God, I've never been this healthy, and I'm doing exercise and eating well, and then months of just utter despair, and not leaving the house and just watching all of Netflix in one go. But yeah, I'm in a good place now because it's summer here. It's great, and everything's opening up a bit now. So yeah, I feel like
so good.
Yeah.
And you were telling us you're like getting back out. So you were doing a game show. That's exciting.
Yes, that was strange because it was up in Scotland and I'm in England. I don't know if you know this about the UK. We are made up of 4 tiny countries.
Mm-hmm. I watched The Crown. Yes.
Wait,
there you go. Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland? Okay.
Very good, yeah. Northern Ireland. So Wales so England and Scotland weirdly have different rules. Flying up Scotland was much stricter. So I had to fly up to this game show and I hadn't been on a plane for like a year and a half. So that was, even though it was like traveling like 2 miles up the road, I was so overexcited. I felt like I was flying to the Bahamas. But once we got there, you weren't allowed to, nothing was open. You couldn't even sit. So normally, you know what it's like when you do a show, you hang out with people afterwards, but we were all in separate rooms.
No green room.
No green room. There was no green room. Yeah.
That's like the best. That's the thing I've missed most in the last year. And I feel like I don't even know what's happening at all because of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's such a nice way to just kind of catch up and
see people. But so the weird thing was we were filming on set and I was doing it with other comedians. And so we were all sitting on chairs 2 meters apart. We couldn't mix between shows. And so all we had really was being on set in front of cameras, trying to be funny, but then in a really disconnected kind of weird way. So it was intense, but it was fun. It was so nice to be. It was really nice to be back in it again.
Oh gosh, I'll never forget the first time I saw Friends in person. Like it was during the pandemic, like in the fall, and friends had gotten married. Our friends Mary and Matt got married, and they had like a drive-by thing, like drive by and just say hello, or you can come out and wave, like, but they were distant. And I saw our friend Drew, and I was like, I'm doing this. And we were both wearing like, big N95 mask or those KN95s, the fake ones. And we hugged so hard. And then as soon as I pulled away, I said, I've actually been really sick. I shouldn't have done that. And boy, we laughed and laughed and laughed. But yeah, other than that, I hugged no one during the pandemic. So it's nice to just be around. And I can't imagine being in my friends' like presence without getting to hug them, because you'd have a producer come scream at you.
Yeah. Do you have, I don't know how you feel about this, but there was definitely a sense of, I don't know if I'm funny. I don't know if I'm funny anymore. I don't know what comedy looks like or sounds like. I don't know who I am. So I was, because it wasn't an acting gig. It was me being myself, which is, I don't do very much of. And so there was that added kind of worry of like, am I a monster? Am I awful? Am I just, will people hate me? And so there was a lot going on psychologically, I'd say, which makes it sound, it honestly was really fun. So I'm slightly exaggerating, but yeah, I've forgotten. I mean, I did a comedy show the other day, like a radio, show scripted. And I honestly, there were beats and there was written lines. And I was like, I honestly don't remember what comedy sounds like. Like I can't remember. I know that I used to know, because I haven't done it for live comedy or whatever for a year. So have you guys been doing shows or not?
We've just been doing podcasts. So I think that kind of keeps us a little bit, it's scratching the itch for me at least.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. And I've done a couple of Zoom improv shows, which were actually pretty fun.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was ready to hate it, but I had a ball.
What can I ask? Because with Zoom, obviously, there's always a slight lag. You can't help it. There just is.
Right.
With improv, how was that okay?
You just kind of get used to it, and like we figured out a way to like edit and to do walk-ons and stuff, like where if you weren't in the scene, you would stop your video. So now it's you and Marcy.
Oh, that's.
But then if I was like, I got a really funny walk-on, I'd pop on, do my very funny walk-on, and then walk away.
Yeah.
We figured some stuff out.
Honestly,
it was, of course, it's weird, but it's,
At least you don't have to stand up the whole time. I love it.
Thank you.
That's the hardest part of improv is standing. For so long, we have to stand.
For so long.
And everyone's looking at you while you're standing. Like at least 80 people are looking at you while you're standing. And you're like trying to not readjust. And then you're sitting in a chair and being like, is it weird? It's my shirt tucked into my fat rolls. Like it's just a lot of stuff going on in the brain.
I like getting up off of the chair and there being a puddle of my sweat. Oh, I love that. I miss that.
One of my things that I miss the most about performing with Betsy is her little butt cracks peeking up above her.
Stop.
That to me sounds like a performer who is working hard.
She is.
She's leaving sweat on the chair. That is.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Yes. She's like rolling around on the ground, like fighting people, like always wrestling or doing an act of sex. It's either one.
Oh yeah, that's probably, wrestling or sex is a move of mine.
Well, I don't want to get too far into the improv hole, although we could talk forever, but
I mean, it's scary.
It's scary. But we were going to ask you if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Well, I'm so glad you asked.
Okay.
Because I do you know what? It's been interesting. And I've thought about that question in advance because I knew I was doing this podcast.
Yes.
And I think it's been quite an interesting time for sort of science and being rational because of what's been going on, right, in the world. I don't know if you guys have heard about the COVID pandemic.
No, we're just inside because of...
No, sure. There's a thing going around called coronavirus. And it's huge. It's huge. And because of sort of the focus on science and, finding vaccines and stuff like that, I've become very... What side of the brain is it? Left brain or right brain?
I think it's left brain.
Okay.
No, but I don't know. So I just... Don't go. Doctors are going to... No. All of our doctor listeners are going to...
Oh, God.
They're screaming right now as they're doing surgery.
All the neurologists who are like, God, he's so idiots. God.
So I've become very, focused on the things that you can see and touch. And especially also, I feel like politically the last few years, it's been a lot of not real, things that aren't real. And I'm very much, a fan of facts and things that you can verify. But having said all that, I'm also a very spiritual person. And I've had too many, apart from my own encounter that I will tell you about shortly.
Yes.
I've also had, I remember specifically one friend telling me a very specific story that I was like, that seems like there's got to be more to this world than what we can see and touch and verify. So I'm ghost curious, I would say. I am.
Yeah.
It's interesting too to talk about it, like things we can see and touch, and but this whole virus thing, as far as I know, this could actually just be aliens. We don't know what those little
Holy shit.
Those little things just invade us and make
Marcy.
bad things happen. That's
Marcy,
aliens.
Are you saying on this podcast here and now that the coronavirus is aliens?
It is to our body. It's like an alien body, an alien thing invading. And they're not literally from outer space, but they're not from my space, in my space. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm doing beat poetry right now.
Great. yeah.
But it's a thing we can't see, and it's definitely affecting us a lot. And not that ghosts are the same thing as a virus, but there are things beyond us that we have to make a big effort to investigate before we know anything about them.
100%. And in fact, there was something recently, they discovered, this is, by the way, the most non-science person summary of something that they half read and then didn't quite understand.
Did you just hear me call viruses aliens?
Yes, no, I very much did. I'm trying to move us on from that. There was something discovered in outer space recently that has basically thrown into question everything that we know. Basically it's like a new, not a new dimension. Oh my God, I'm doing this so badly, but you know what I mean. Basically physicists are like, this changes. We did not know this was a thing, and it changes a lot of stuff. So in that same vein, you would go, well, actually maybe the supernatural, as we call it, is maybe that is a sphere that has yet to be discovered.
Totally.
Yeah. Now I'm worried about this new dimension. What does it do?
Yeah, this sounds like we should all know about it. Right?
I'm sorry that I couldn't be more specific. I need to back up.
I think it's a perfect summary.
But you know what it's like? It's like, so in the US, they've declassified a lot of stuff, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, fine, UFOs are real. We have video from our Air Force, the Navy, we got a lot of video, whatever, do with it what you will. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, oh my God. I haven't read one of the articles, and it's been coming out for over a year, just more information and videos. I'm like, I know it's there, but I don't know what it is. But UFOs are here. That's basically what we know.
Yeah.
Our government has been like, yeah, we don't know what these are. Here's a bunch of videos. And we're like, let's check into that later. But we're watching Netflix instead. So
do you know what? There was a point, I think, when the coronavirus had just started in March, whenever it was, at the beginning of last year. And then there was, I think there was something from the US, and it was footage, and it's like, oh, this is absolutely a UFO. And I was like, I cannot deal with. I think I did what you did. I basically was like, let's just put that to one side for now, because we're dealing with something else, and maybe my brain will be able to revisit that later, but I haven't yet.
Right.
I think
I feel that's been so much of this whole year has been like, hey, some of the biggest, like unknown incredible discoveries have happened or have been released, and everybody's like, I don't care. There's so much other awful shit happening. And I think is constantly in the news.
A lot of the timing of it is very purposeful.
On purpose, like, absolutely.
Okay, 10,000 people are dying a day. Tell them about UFOs. Great.
Yeah, fine.
No one noticed it. No one noticed it.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, that's happening. And I love that our government's like, yeah, whatever, fine. We'll just like blow it for everyone, because other governments have been keeping it secret too.
For sure.
And then they're like, guys, remember when we had our cabal meeting and we decided we weren't telling anybody?
So is this a conspiracy theory podcast? Because I did not. I'm joking.
I'm joking. But surely other governments and their technology have detected things. If our government is seeing things that they don't know what they are, unless they're, other countries' technology that are far advanced beyond ours, could be, but surely it's not just in America that these videos are being captured.
Yeah, right. That would be, you'd think that was true. I guess maybe because America's so huge.
It's really not. It's not as big. I think our globes, I like watch I'm very into TikTok now, and I watched the TikTok that was like the real size of all the continents, and we're a lot smaller than we have taken up space on the globe.
That's also true, yeah. When you lie all the countries on top of each other, which one is like Russia or China or something the biggest?
Oh, yeah. I think it's Russia, maybe.
I think, yeah. Oh my God, we're both like, we just
idiots.
half remembered
silent.
facts.
I'm staying silent.
Listen, I play a scientist on Doctor Who. This is really bad for my rep. I know nothing.
You play a doctor in the watch? Yeah.
Oh no, Doctor Cruise she's just a villain. There's
okay. She doesn't have to be smart. Okay.
I don't think she's a scientific qualification.
She's a villain with a PhD?
Yes.
Ooh.
In death.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should just get into, you have a story, you said.
Yes.
I do. Thank you for asking.
I would love to hear it if you're willing to share it.
Ooh,
or we could both talk about things we don't remember very well. Either or.
Either way, yeah, it's so satisfying for the listeners, I think, when it's just two people half remembering stories and not quite finishing them. So the story that I have is something that happened to me about 20 years ago, I'd say. So I was in my 20s, and I was in one of my first acting jobs after drama school was traveling around Austria, home of Mozart and The Sound of Music, of course.
Oh, hell yeah.
And in a van with two other actors, and we would go driving around pretty much the whole country, from town to town, village to village, and build a theatre in their school, gymnasium, whatever, and do a play in English. And they were all German speakers, so it was to teach them English, basically. So one night, we pulled into this. It wasn't even a village. It was basically an inn. It was like a coaching inn. Does that mean anything? Do you have coaching inns in the US? Really old, like hundreds of years old. It's when they used to have coaching horses. So they'd stop halfway along a journey, and they'd been in where they could rest their horses, and it's an old, very old building.
So like
motels,
an old version of a truck stop that, like a motor lodge. Yes.
Yeah.
exactly that. Or yeah, a motel or whatever. But this is like 300 years old. And it was snowing because it was in winter. Very beautiful place. And
Cool.
so
This is a magical story so far.
Yeah, so far.
Do you know, it's funny because when I tell it and I remember it, it's almost like I've imagined it, but I remember it so clearly. It's absolutely true. So we left the van, we parked the van, and we went into this inn. We stayed in like different places every night. So we were only there for one night. We got in, it was dark, and we went to have some food, and then we all went to our separate bedrooms. And I remember getting into bed and having all the heaters on in the room, and they were like these electric heaters, and there was like 3 or 4 of them, and I put them all on, and the room just wasn't warming up, like it just wasn't getting hot, and I was absolutely freezing cold. And so I had a shower, I had like a hot water bottle, and I just couldn't warm up, and I got into bed eventually with like gloves, a hat, scarf, my full thermal clothes on, and I was just like, this is the weird. Why is it not getting? This is the weirdest thing. Anyway, I eventually sort of managed to get to sleep, and then a few hours later, I woke up and I couldn't breathe. Like I couldn't breathe. I felt like somebody was sitting on my chest, and it was such a weird, and I've had like that night paralysis before, when you wake up and you just feel like you can't move, but it was something else. I was fully conscious, I couldn't breathe, and I just felt something was wrong, is the only way I can describe it. And I remember thinking, if I think happy thoughts, whatever this is, will go. So I was desperately sort of trying to, I was like, oh, I'm fine. Oh, I love my mum. And eventually it stopped because I was fully awake, and whatever it was that was happening stopped, and I could breathe, and I got up, and the room was still freezing cold. And I was like, this is, I'm so freaked out. Like something is wrong. I don't know what's happening. And I don't think I can sleep here. And I am a very rational person. I don't get scared easily. It's not something that I would normally do. I got out of the room and I went to knock on the door of my actor, one of the actors. And he didn't answer. And then I tried the other actor, and they didn't answer either. Turns out they were having an affair, so they were probably in the same room together and didn't want to open.
Oh, yes.
Little extra detail.
It was just
there.
3 of you?
Oh, just 3 of us for 5 months.
And
Two of us were having an affair, and I wasn't one of them.
They should have let you in on that. That's so rude.
Also, they tried to keep it secret from me. I was like, guys, we live together.
You're like,
also, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
Don't care.
You're like, you keep touching fingers under the table like I can't see it. Like,
it is the loneliest. It was the loneliest 5 months of my life. I'm telling you that for nothing. God, I hope they don't listen to this. But yeah, so anyway, I couldn't get in anywhere. I was like, I can't sleep in that room. But I had no choice. So I went back in, I put all the lights on, and I just stayed awake until the morning. And I couldn't get back to sleep. Anyway, we went down to breakfast. As soon as breakfast was being served, it was like 6 a.m. I went down, and I was sitting having my Brötchen, German for bread roll, and the waitress came over and was like, "You all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't sleep brilliantly." And she said, "Which room were you in?" And I told her which room I was in, and she said, I don't mean to scare you, but we have that quite a lot in that room, with people saying that they wake up. And she told me that someone had killed themselves in that room. About 30 years previously. He'd hanged himself. Which is why I assume I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was the weirdest. And like I say, I don't believe stuff like that. But the fact that she told me, she didn't tell me, I didn't tell her about the fact I couldn't breathe or any of those things. She volunteered that information. And she said they got people complaining about that room a lot. Only that one room in the hotel. All the other rooms get hot. Just that one, for whatever reason, just won't get up hot and won't heat up. So that really left me with like okay, maybe there is something to it.
Yeah.
Right. Don't you think they should like give you a heads up?
Yeah, I do.
Like, right? Of like, hey. Or just be like, we can't sleep in that room. We've gotten a lot of shit from that room.
They should close that room off.
Yeah. I mean, also what's interesting, I imagine, if you took all the people that had that reaction to it or did wake up or sense something, I wonder if they would have anything in common.
Right.
Oh, because not everyone does have it. But what the people who have the experience, like, is there a thread between them?
And maybe I'm an empath. I don't know.
Whoa.
But it was honestly the weirdest thing. And I think about it a lot. So when you asked about this podcast, I was like, yeah, that's the story. I got something to tell.
Whoa.
Did you tell your friends?
I did, because I was really angry that they didn't hear me.
I mean, I guess friends, right?
Friends, right. Yeah. I was like, yeah. But they, yeah. I mean, I assume they no one really quite believes you, though. I don't know. Have you both had experiences? Is that why no, you haven't?
I haven't. Marcy has.
Yeah, right. I have. I've had a number of them now. The best one is that, not the best one, but like the one that feels most valid to me. Actually, I have two that where multiple people experienced it, but I used to live, everyone's heard it before, but I used to live on Beechwood here in LA, and we had an apartment that I woke up to someone speaking at the foot of my bed, and then but then was like, that's just a dream. And then like said, shh. And then all of a sudden was like a lot of pressure, like gravitational pressure on me. And I was like, ah. And then so I woke up, it was like 5 a.m. And then the next day I was like, okay, you better not wake me up tonight. And my phone got turned off. My iPhone was plugged in, and I just never it was just off in the morning when I woke up. And then I moved out, and some friends moved in, and they had experience of my friend Nicole saw a man standing in her living room. They heard clapping while they were joking around, and then our friend Steve dog sat for them, and he had some I can't remember what his experience were. And then they moved out, and my friend Dan lives there now, and he was like, I haven't had experiences, but my roommate sees shadow people.
Whoa.
So.
Okay. Well, first of all, I've now got chills.
Yeah.
Also, I have just moved into a house that I bought on my own. Well done.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Thank you very much.
It's not cheap
proud.
over there, guys. She worked hard.
She worked hard for the money, and so I'm slightly now regretting doing this because it's an old house as well. It's a Victorian house, and I've been fine, but I did think, will I be scared at any point? And I haven't thought that I will be until just now.
No.
Shoot. Yeah. You're fine.
Because
you're
of the time difference, it is evening, yes?
Well, yeah, it's going to get dark in about 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours time.
Oh, you guys are way north. Shit.
But what if I see shadow people now?
You won't.
I think you've lived there for a while, right? Like a few months, or
yeah.
So I think that if anything were there, you would know. Mm-hmm. And if anything pops up, you just say no, thank you. This is my house now.
Thank you.
I can't believe that's so scary. That's so creepy. The talking thing really freaks me out.
Well, and it was in Spanish, and I don't know Spanish, but I know enough to recognize the language of Spanish,
right.
Especially because I come from a French speaking area. So they're not so different, but you can tell. And I was just waking up to the murmuring of it.
Wow.
And I didn't think it was a ghost at first. It's not my first instinct was, because I was half asleep. So I was like, oh, there's something. It's someone's playing a prank.
It's a really funny prank being played on me.
But do you find that when you tell people a story like that, and like my story, people, and I'm the same. If someone tells you a story, immediately you look for the logical explanation, right? You sort of go, well, what could that be? But when you're in it in that moment, it's like, oh, it's not. It's hard to explain it.
Yeah, especially because with my other stories, the other, like, I saw an apparition, and then another story in college where, like, I heard a noise on loop. I didn't think it was a ghost. Like I thought in the
moment.
Yeah, the one in college I thought was like my roommate making too much noise, and my other two roommates heard it as well. But then it wasn't her. It was just like a loop of noises of someone like slamming doors and dropping things. But like it wasn't until the next morning that we were like, oh my God, what was that? So in the moment, I wasn't even that scared. So in that way, it makes kind of like the ghost story part of it a lot easier to take, because I'm like, I wasn't afraid until, I don't know.
Until later.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know. My mom disagrees with me, but I'm like, what are they going to do? What are you going to do to me?
Oh, yeah. Your mom is like, a ghost will kill you if they want.
She's like, Marcy, any unexplained death? And I was like, okay, well, maybe. But, I mean, as long as they're not like, telling me that like I hurt someone's feelings or you owe taxes, like I'm fine.
But Betsy, do you believe? Sorry, I'm sure you've gone over this in previous podcasts, but do you believe or not really believe?
I believe, and I just don't want to see anything.
Yeah.
I think it's so fun, but I'm like, I don't need any of that.
No,
I'm fine.
I'm sure you've told people this story, Ingrid, and then has it led to anyone telling you their own stories? Because I feel like you're over in London, England, and Europe in general, where there's like been a lot of wars there, and there's a lot of like stories to tell. And I feel like that's a place where people are like, oh yes, there's a ghost. She's the woman in red in the hallway, or whatever color it is she's wearing.
I mean, we of course have A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens's famous story about ghosts. Only ghosts.
Is that a true story?
No, true story.
Marcy, you're joking. Was she joking? I am actually not sure at this point.
She's not joking. She's not joking.
I didn't know if it was like, no, it happened, guys. I swear.
Oh my God, I love that. I absolutely love that.
I don't tell people it's a true story that you told me it was.
Oh my God, amazing. Please do. Please. I was about to say, no, don't tell them that I told you it was. Jesus. But no, I mean, where I used to live before I moved into this house, I lived in a place in South London. South London is basically anywhere south of the River Thames. And in a place called Blackheath. And it's called Blackheath because it's a big open patch of grass. It's a big hill. And there's a village at the top of it. And it's where they buried victims of the plague, the Black Death. Oh. And so it's higher than other levels of London because it's loads of bodies underneath it.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
But I never saw any. And also, I don't know. I haven't had sort of, do you know, I feel like what you're referring to is almost like glamorous ghosts, like in a nice property. A nice sort of Elizabethan property, like a woman wearing a fabulous dress or something along those lines. But I mean, the only story, my friend that I think I referred to earlier on, who had told me her story, which was that she, until the age of about 7, a woman used to just come and sit, an old lady used to come and just sit on her bed every evening and she'd talk to her. And then at 7, she just, she had her 7th birthday or something, she just disappeared. She never came back again. And again, it's that thing of when someone tells you a story like that, you're like, okay, was this an invisible friend? She was like, no, it definitely wasn't an invisible friend. It was, and she said she can remember. This is a very sensible woman, my friend. And she just tells it as though it's just a matter of fact. She knows that it's true. She doesn't have to prove it. And that's that. It's up to you if you want to believe it or not. And that I found quite chilling. Again, it's always the messenger. If it's somebody who you think, oh, you're a very sane, rational person. Yes. I'm much more likely to believe it. And so so she told me her story about the little old lady who sat at the end of her bed.
Ew.
And
Imagine if it was an imaginary friend and the little kid was like, I'm going to make this an old creepy lady. Like,
she just tells
more fun with it.
She tells me boring stories about gardening.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Bing bong.
is that like a quite a normal, not a normal thing, but I feel like that happens, the child thing, that children see things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. All the time. Because I think it is that, like, we've talked about of just like, they don't, like, kids don't, like, kids are more open to it without even knowing, you know, they're more open to that idea. And I think spirits are like, yes, you will look at me and believe me and listen to me talk about gardening.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why the ghost in the hotel room chose me, because I am like a child.
Like
I'm very,
a child.
very open, as Marcy will tell you from my improvisational days.
Oh my gosh.
So open.
Yeah.
She's a vessel, honestly. Things just flow through her. No, yeah, kids have creepy stories. The most fun one I've seen, because again, I'm into TikTok. I'm a teen, guys. I'm cool. Is this
Marcy loves TikTok.
that they were talking about, like, their kids saying creepy things, and this mom was asking, like, if you remember, do you remember when you were born? And she was like, I remember crawling out of the earth, but that's it. You're like, when the earth split open and I crawled out? Yes. And it's like, oh my God.
Whoa.
Why does a kid know to say that? Like, what is happening in there?
Kids are wild, man.
That is terrifying. That's why I don't have children. I just
And my niece and nephew, actually my nephew asked if he could come on. He asked my mom, he didn't ask me, but so we should definitely have my 14-year-old nephew on.
Gotta have them on.
But when he was very little, he would tell us stories about, like, a woman crying in his room, and that she had gotten hit by a car outside. Like, he was little.
That's like Sixth Sense stuff.
And then he saw my grandfather, who he maybe met when he was like, like a baby infant, you know, like under the age of 2. But he'd be like, that old man, that old man is in my room. And he kept calling, he was like, Papa is what we called him. And they're like, do you mean D? Like my father? And they're like, no. He's like, no, that old man. You know him.
Listen to me.
You know who I'm talking about.
Your old man. We gotta have him on.
Oh my God. He would be a great booking.
Yeah. And for a 14-year-old boy, he can chat. You know, like some kids can't.
Good.
He can chat.
Good.
But yeah, these are all, I mean, I would hate to think of to like spend your death, your eternity, like at a travel lodge, like at an inn, just making people uncomfortable as they sleep.
Well, I just think, it really begs, or it throws up the question, if they can see you, if there are people watching you when you're in bed in a hotel,
right?
That's going to really impact my future. Well, let's say, like, if we're going to a Hilton, that's a new building, right? That's going to be like 20, 30 years old. It's probably not going to have that many ghosts in there. But this was like an old, so don't go to romantic old hotels is what I'm saying.
Well, it's not like asbestos. It's not like, did you guys have that over there?
Yeah, we did. No, we did. We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where I think it's like the area, the land, like, I mean, just because it wasn't in the actual structure doesn't mean that there can't be things. However, my other point would be not every person watches people through their windows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so not every ghost.
Yeah, humans who are living, not everyone's a peeping Tom, right? So okay, the three of us are definitely peeping Toms, but
yeah, I have a telescope right behind me.
But that's all to say that I don't think every person who has died wants to interact with us or bother us in any way.
Yes.
But if you're in their room, hey, listen, I also think if I'm saying that I believe in ghosts, which I'm not sure I do, I imagine the way in which you died, right? That has got to have some kind of effect on whether you're, I don't know, whether you're going to stick around or whether, I don't know. So that guy's hotel room, for example, he was in that hotel room. That's where he died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I feel like I was kind of in his space, and he was just like, I don't know what he couldn't. If I was, say, with a partner, and we were having a romantic weekend.
If one of those friends, one of those other actors had been interested in you. Yeah.
Well, too right. This is just all now projection from something that happened a long time ago. But I feel like that ghost would have been, I don't know, you don't have to be a peeping Tom. I can't believe I'm examining the psychology of a ghost, but I was in his space, right? So he would have made me feel uncomfortable if I was having, a good time with somebody, probably.
Maybe.
Can I go back though? What emotional state were you in during this tour? You just told us you were.
Great question.
You said you were you've never been lonelier, right?
Well, I said that slightly jokingly because I was with two people who were having a lot of sex, and there's nothing lonelier than other people having sex.
Right. Yes.
And you're not. But
yes.
Sure. It was quite a lonely thing for sure. Was I unhappy? I don't know. I like my own company. Or maybe the ghost wanted to have relations with me.
Oh,
I feel like that's where Betsy was going. Betsy was like,
shit.
maybe.
I don't know.
I was just trying to make the connection that if you were lonely and that person who took their life had been lonely, that there was like sort of a feeling of you understand this. This person.
Oh my God!
Right.
Like we can meet on the same level in that way because of the emotional connection.
That makes me want to cry. That is what a
nice.
Lovely but also terribly sad thought.
I'm also like one of those people who I don't really believe in bad people, even when they do bad things. So I'm not like, which then I'll go back and forth because then I'll, there are malevolent things out there, I guess. But, I think at the heart of everyone, we're not trying to like torture people. But then, I guess some people are. So I guess I'm really going back and forth on this.
Marcy.
But I think the majority of people don't want to, right? Like even...
Right.
But who knows? I mean,
we'll never know until the purge happens in real life.
Wow.
Then we'll see who wants to do what.
Wow. What is the purge? Is the purge is the thing where is that when the dead come back from the
So it's these movies where it's like kind of near future America, where they've decided that for one day out of the year, for 12 hours, there are no rules. And so you can murder, steal, you could do anything and everything within those 12 hours. But as soon as the purge is over, it's done. And like the theory behind it is that everybody purges and gets all of their like, I get bad energy or whatever out on that day, that then violence goes down, all the crime goes down and stuff like that.
Interesting. That's a movie. Is it a movie?
Yeah, there's like 20. There's another one's coming out this summer. They're pretty fun.
That sounds right up my street. I will. Yeah. I have 20 to watch. I'm delighted. That's the rest of my pandemic.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, what would you do in the purge, Ingrid? Would you go kill? Or because part of it is people stay home and just like barricade themselves and make fortresses out of their homes, right?
Right.
The people with money especially.
But then there's also crazy rich people who like hunt down poor people to then like hunt them in like a paintball situation, but not paintballs, bullets.
Yes.
It's a silly world.
So to clarify, there are no consequences to your actions.
None.
Right.
Okay.
None.
But apart from presumably the psychological, that you are aware of what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting.
And your neighbors are as well. Like if you kill the neighbor, the rest of the neighborhood's going to be like, that was fucked up, Betsy.
You saw what you did.
So social judgment is still an issue. In that case, I wouldn't do any. I'd stay at home. I'm too afraid of other people's judgment.
I would stay at home.
Yeah.
Stay at home.
Oh yeah.
Marcy,
I would be so scared.
I'm too lazy to do
I'd
anything.
go to the woods. I'd go, but that's scary too, because there are creepers in the woods looking to kill. I mean, they're looking to kill anytime.
I mean, just during this pandemic, I've been like, someone's going to come in my house. There are people constantly milling about my property. So
Right.
I'd have to get out of here.
did you see Contagion? Have you rewatched Contagion recently?
No, didn't
No, I couldn't. I
didn't
couldn't
really
do
feel
it.
like a thing.
I mean, I weighed it up and I was like, is this a really stupid thing to do or actually it might be quite fun in that kind of when you're trying to scare yourself away. And actually it was brilliant. It's a really good film apart from anything else, I think. Gwyneth Paltrow weirdly being like this, she's in it for like 2 minutes at the beginning and she's patient zero.
She did it?
Because she has an affair, like a dirty, dirty whore. And then she dies. It's so un-Gwyneth Paltrow, that part. It's brilliant. But because she has an affair, she gets this virus and then infects everybody. So, but one of the scenes it was almost exactly what's happened, almost exactly step for step. Everything is exactly the same. Apart from there was a point when just looting started, where people were breaking into other people's houses, just stealing stuff because they thought it was going to be the end of the world and they'd have to, store things. And thankfully that hasn't happened. Although at the very beginning in England, there was a toilet paper shortage because they thought there was going to be like a lockdown. It was crazy, right?
Here too. Yep.
That was the closest we got to looting, was people like literally ripping toilet paper out of each other's hands.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
Which was so crazy.
I pat myself on the back constantly for having stocked up in January and February, and almost unconsciously, but my brother-in-law worked in Japan. So he had been and he was being sent home because of the pandemic. And so I think just my natural disaster mind, because I grew up in Louisiana, so we always have natural disasters. I was kind of slowly just getting two packages of it instead of one every time.
Yep.
Same.
So
that's fine. That's fine.
I didn't have to hoard, is what I was saying.
Yeah.
I had pre-hoarded.
I was already hoarding. That's where I was at with hand sanitizer and toilet paper. I already was hoarding that.
Hey man, I've been scared of this for years.
Yeah.
And then I moved to a bidet and I've never looked back.
Is that true?
I mean, definitely it is.
You still gotta.
Yes, but I went on vacation in Texas and I was like, this is disgusting what we're doing back here. Did
you bring wipes, butt wipes?
No, I didn't even think of that.
There you go,
I wasn't
Marcy.
prepared. Then I was like, oh my God, are we just doing this? I was living
Isn't
this
it
way.
Nasty? You're just kind of rubbing shit around. It's so gross.
Just scraping it along your most sensitive skin. That's so gross.
Can I ask a question? I can't believe we're going down that. Let's go down this route because we're here now. With the bidet there, it's just water, right?
Yes.
But you
Think
need
of it like this.
Go on.
Think of it like this. So your patio in the back or whatever, you're hosing it off. It's just like there's some mud back there. I'm just gonna hose it off. There we go. That's what it is.
But you need soap, right?
No.
If we've learned nothing from if we learned anything, from coronavirus, you need soap to get rid of dirt. So a bit of water. What's that? I don't understand.
It's definitely a step up from dry paper.
Fair enough. That's a fair point.
But if people are taking out their surgical scrubbing tools after every go, are there? I'm sure there are people.
I think there are some people.
Yeah, they hop in the shower.
Yeah.
Well, God bless them. God bless them. Maybe I need to adopt their diet so it's more regular. It's all gross, guys.
Bring butt wipes with you.
Do ghosts poo? That's the next logical. This
Dude.
Well,
I hope not.
Yeah, they have to eat,
not.
right?
Do they?
See, if I'm a ghost, I want to be able to eat, but I don't want to have to poop.
Also,
can you do that?
I think so.
I just thought of the worst kind of purgatory, which is
diarrhea.
Being a ghost and having to pee really bad, but never being able to.
Ooh, Marcy, you're twisted, man. That's messed up, dude.
You die right before you go to the bathroom after a long road trip.
Oh,
And that's how you
awful.
feel forever. And you've been traveling with men, so they don't even understand how bad it's been. Because they're missing an organ that sits on top of their bladder.
Yeah, like you feel bad because you've had to stop the road trip the most, being like, I have to pee again. I'm sorry.
And they think you're a liar. They don't. Like, we have
they
literally
think you're
more
just lying.
organs.
They think you're just going to the bathroom to touch your boobies.
Well, do you have any other stories you'd like to share with us? Or
I mean, I had that one because I feel like if I had other stories, I'd be a full believer, right?
Yes, right. Okay, so if you don't have any stories you have to tell, could I have us listen to a listener story?
Please.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. So this is a detailed story that I'm going to try to pack in to 5 minutes for you. So a few years ago, I was working at a theater on the North Shore of Massachusetts, and I was there for about 6 months or so. So this is a setup where they house you, and this house was this sort of big old estate about 20 minutes away from Salem, Massachusetts. So when I moved in, I felt like I was not alone in this building. So the first day that I got there, I was set to be alone for a week or so before anyone else would show up. I decided that I had to not do that. So I drove an hour and a half away to my parents' house and commuted in until more people joined. So as I got more comfortable with more people sort of in the house over the summer, I let my guard down. I was okay in this space, despite its old decrepitness. I began waking up at 3:33 in the morning, which isn't totally unusual for me. That happened a lot while I was living here. One night, as I was passing over from sleeping into being awake, I heard help from all around my head, and that final P is what cracked my eyes open, and of course I saw the time, 3:33. Another night, I woke up to the sound of like somebody bowling with furniture on my head, effectively. And the next morning, of course, when I asked the person who lived in that room, she said she was asleep at 11 and slept a full night. But the scariest thing happened later on in the summer. I had gotten home after work and needed to do some more work on my laptop. So I lit 3 white candles and got down to work on my laptop, laying on my bed. It became nighttime. I finished working. I blew out the candles, and was back on my laptop, just sort of looking around, and my ears started ringing very loudly. I look up at my TV, which is not connected to cable, so I had not been using that remote. I was using Wi-Fi and a Chromecast. In the TV, the number 66666 was repeatedly being punched into the channel bar. So I looked around for the remote that I had not even, touched in months, and found it. And it did look, the red light was flashing repeatedly, not consistently, like somebody was pressing it. So I smacked the thing until the remote stops, but the TV does not stop pressing 6666 over and over again. And then my eyes gaze over to the air conditioner, which I keep at 68 degrees, and it is at 66 degrees. So I'm freaking out, of course, and panicking. I can't get my voice to speak. I'm so scared. So I go into the hallway, and there is a mirror at my side. I see, of course, that I'm green. That makes sense. But in front of my eyes, there are 2 red circles that if I move my head slightly to the side, they follow a second later. If I move my head over again, they follow me. So it wasn't in my eyes, but it was like my eyes had like auras sort of following them. So I run to the bathroom down the hall to shake, myself off and splash cold water on my face, and the eyes are still there. So I decide that I have to leave the next minute. I was about to say next morning, but I did not stay. And I drove an hour and a half home that night. And, other things started happening, but were certainly more benign. After I got back, I tried to deal with it. So that is my 5 minutes. I made it. Thank you, guys. Loved the podcast. Don't shit your pants.
Holy shit, dude.
Ingrid.
That's the holy shit.
Right. I have a couple of thoughts. I mean, I have to, when the 666 thing started happening, I was like, I'm not sure I'm on board with this anymore. That seems very on the nose. What was the name of your listener?
Scott.
Scott. I don't know Scott, right? Scott could be a pathological liar. However, there were some details in there that I just thought, oh, that sounds plausible. There were details in there that the weight and certain things he said, like the light with the eyes and I'm following are like a second behind.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I think though, but if you had that experience, I wouldn't be able to survive. I wouldn't be able to live my life anymore normally. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
You would feel. Yeah.
That to me is huge. I mean, that's huge if that's true.
It's very scary. As I was listening to the story, this is a actors like housing, right?
Yeah. Theater.
Like it was a theater. I was like, this is classic theater haunting. Like not, but like a theater person, what they like
haunting.
A theater person dies, and they're like, I'm gonna make a show of this.
Yes.
Because I was like, I don't think
I
it's
will wait till they light 3 white candles.
Oh yes. Like I really got that vibe of like it, like like putting on a show for sure. Putting on a show like they did
Love
in
it.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that when he said help, that actually chilled my blood.
Yeah. That would have been enough of a story, honestly.
I mean, I am such a coward. I've said this before to friends. If I'm feeling danger or under threat in any way, I would love to have. I wish I could carry around like a cyanide pill. I would immediately take it. I'd immediately take it and check out of here because I can't. Sorry, by the way. I just thought I saw someone on my stairs.
Oh no! No!
Oh shit!
Sorry.
No!
Out of the corner of my eye, I just thought I saw someone on my staircase. So
Oh no! Don't take that
excuse
pill,
me.
dude.
I'm literally going to go and take a pill now.
Check your cat. How's your cat? Is your cat reacting?
No, she's asleep. She's also quite dumb. So yeah, okay.
It's fine. It's fine because they're the ones that are always like, "What's that? A bug or is it a ghost?"
Right. But I think if I had someone whispering help into my ear, I would just jump out of a window. I'd just go.
Right.
Or you'd convince yourself it didn't happen.
Sure.
Right. Like it was a dream or something.
Yeah. Because I think that's what most people do.
Right.
Like they convince themselves this isn't happening, or like so many of our listeners are like, I don't believe in ghosts, but I did have this one weird experience. That is like a classic. I think like 60% of the people that we interview on this show say that.
Right.
because you have to survive still. You have to live.
Still gotta keep living.
Well, the brain is a very powerful thing, and survival, I guess, your survival mechanisms are quite developed, aren't they? So
Yeah.
you tell yourself what you need to keep going, even though you know that there are dead people who are whispering into your ears at night.
Help.
No!
Honestly.
That was chilling.
It is just a desperate dead actor. Someone
Dead actor.
someone who didn't get a part, who was like, now I'm doing stage.
Now I'm
like,
tech?
yeah, I'm running the tech on this, and I want it to be an actor. I'll show them. I'll show them all. That was a really scary end. I apologize to you. And as the sun sets at midnight, where you are.
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to. I mean, I've been having trouble sleeping at the best of times, but tonight is going to be a tricky one for me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste. Yeah.
This has been so fun chatting with you, Ingrid. Is there
Thank you.
anything you want to plug that you can get some residuals from?
No, I'm terrible at that. I should have prepared an answer, and I don't
fine.
have one. I simply don't have one.
Well,
Just watch. If everyone could just watch all of my back catalogue of work, that would be great.
There you go.
I will list
Easy.
it in the show notes with links to where to stream it.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This has been the most fun. Thanks for
Thank
joining
you
us.
guys. It's been brilliant. Okay,
you.
bye.
Bye. Betsy,
Ooh,
that was fun talking to Ingrid.
so great.
She's
so
really
great.
cool. She's really
Another
cool.
case of like, I don't know if I believe, but here's something.
Yeah.
Here's something pretty spooky.
Also, I was a little nervous because we haven't interviewed people in a while, and I
Right.
forgot how to. But I think
I'm with you. I was just kind of like, what
happens?
do we do?
I know how Betsy and I
Okay.
bullshit, but how do we bullshit with
Yeah,
strangers?
how do I bullshit with another person besides Marcy? I don't know.
I only know this.
This is all.
I'm scared. Hopefully though we did it okay.
I think we did it okay.
And I feel like to round it out, we were gonna read some more listener stories.
Yeah.
I have one pulled up if you're ready for it.
Nice. I'm ready.
She's pert and ready.
I am Pert Plus. Remember Pert Plus?
Dandruff head.
Woo.
All in one shampoos. Wild.
2-in-1.
2-in-1.
I use one and it's great.
Oh.
I recommend it. You don't have to do it. You just pop it in, clean it out.
You know what? When you bleach your hair, everything gets fucked up, dude.
Dude, I bleached it. I bleached it one time in college and it was just like, what? I'm never doing that again.
And you're like, wait, are other people just constantly ruining their hair?
Yeah.
It's such a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, all of a sudden it breaks. It's never broken before.
Right? Oh. Oh, I can't. Never again hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never again.
It was an experiment, but
Yeah.
any hoodle. Okay. This is entitled A Visit from Granny? It's a question mark at the end. Don't know if you could tell.
Granny! That was a good question mark read.
A visit from Granny? That's an alt on it in case you wanted to use another.
A visit from Granny.
A visit?
Was that one?
Yeah, that worked.
Visit from Granny.
Okay. Where's
Granny?
A visit from Granny?
Oh.
Different take on
That's a
it.
good one.
Different
That's a
take.
really good one.
Um,
A visit from Granny.
that's great. That's great. Because that's someone who's hearing the story and isn't sure, like, what?
Right.
Incredulous.
Right. Is it Granny? Okay. Whatever.
Or how about this one? A visit from Granny?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's soft.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Hey, you want to visit from Granny?
You want to? Okay, all right. I apologize to this person who wrote the email because now We've teetered into the zone of inappropriate. Okay. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I've been listening to your podcast for a while now, and it's so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your openness to beliefs of all sorts is fantastic, and you guys never fail to make me smile. Aw.
Oh, that's so nice.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Now I'm smiling. It's contagious.
Everybody's smiling.
We look insane. I had a dream the other night that I think was something more like a visit and crossed the line into wakefulness.
Whoa.
Even if just for a few seconds. Maybe it's the quarantine getting to me, but I could almost cry just thinking about it. It was a really nice experience and I wanted to share it with you. My grandmother passed more than... I'm just hearing some cats growl, sorry.
Uh-oh.
It sounded like either a motorcycle or cats growling.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah.
Stop it. I'm just worried they're going to pull down all of my curtains fighting.
Oh no.
Okay. The other night I dreamt that I was... Wait, no. My grandmother passed more than 20 years ago when I was about 15. Me and her and my mom were really close, and from what I remember and what my mom has to say about her, it seems like she was a very cool lady. I frequently wish I'd gotten to know her as an adult. The other night, I dreamed that I was on my way to visit her at her apartment. I don't know why, but it had been years since I'd seen her. On the way, things kept slowing me down, taking wrong turns, stopping somewhere and having people ask me to take care of this or that, all sorts of stuff.
Whoa, yep.
Will you paint my house for me?
Please.
Really fast. My last stop on the way was at my childhood home, where I finally had to tell my parents that Granny was expecting me and I had to get going. They said they understood and sent me on my way. The next thing I knew, I was standing in my grandmother's foyer. Her apartment was full of people, and there seemed to be a great sense of anticipation. I didn't know anyone, but everyone seemed friendly and excited. Then the front door opened, and a very old woman with short white hair walked through. I thought to myself, that doesn't look like Granny. And I can't believe she'd ever cut her hair that short, but it's been a long time since I'd seen her. Then the old woman stepped aside, and I saw there was another woman behind her. As the younger
reveal.
I know. As the younger woman came into view, the people around me became elated. Their emotion upon seeing this woman was palpable. As I looked at her, I realized this was my grandmother, but not as I knew her. I have chills.
Oh, I got chills too.
This was her as a younger woman in the prime of her life. She entered, laid down on a bed in the middle of the room, and motioned for me to join her. I got under the covers and snuggled up to her like I would have done as a little kid.
Oh.
The happy strangers gathered around us and my granny took my hand. I started crying, which I'm doing now, again now. And since I was waking up, I was back in my own bed, full aware that I was awake. My cheeks were wet with tears. Here's the paranormal part. I could still feel my grandmother's hand in mine. I know. I laid still trying to hold on to the sensation, but it soon faded away.
Oh.
I've had a lot of wacky dreams, but the emotion this experience carried with it and the physical sensation of even waking up after were truly something else. I hope she comes back to visit again sometime. Anywho, hope you enjoy this not exactly spooky story. Stay safe and have a good one. B.
Whoa. That's incredible.
I mean, to me, that does sound exactly like, I mean, visitation in the sense that you like were visiting, but I think what was happening was your grandmother was showing you what her experience was like on the other side.
Whoa, cool. Like just a party with a bunch of friends.
And that those were maybe people that she knew that like if she came as her younger self, then maybe you were seeing all the souls that were part of her like family, friends, her soul network. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Doesn't that give you that feeling that that's what it was?
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
Oh.
And just like, hey, everything's cool, man.
Yeah. And that she's
everything's fine. Everything's cool.
She's comfortable and like people around her love her.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's so nice.
Ooh, and that wanting to like keep that feeling alive is
Yes.
just so like, oh, I get it, man. Having a really fun dream and then being like, oh, come on. Okay, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun in the moment.
Also, there's something else too, like having to do so many things first. It was
Right? There's something there of
Yeah.
like, hey, will you help me with this? Like, that's something's up there
yeah, almost like you have a lot more to do.
before you get a hang.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, because I guess it could be kind of like spooky to be like, oh, I laid down with my grandmother and all these people
Right.
like, but to be like, this is what it will be like. So don't be afraid. You have a lot more going on first.
Right. You still have a ton of stuff to do, but once you know, when you come over, it's going to be comfy and fun.
Yeah. You have to paint your neighbor's house, but after
After you paint your neighbor's house.
it's going to get better.
So be aware whenever your neighbor asks to paint their house, your time is coming to
oh
an
no.
end.
You're like, but I'm
So-
98.
Yeah. Paint our house.
Do
gotta.
it. Get up
Come
on that
on.
ladder.
Get up on that ladder and carry a thing of paint that's heavier than you.
Go, you old bitch.
You little old lady? Yeah, you bitch. Imagine screaming at calling an old lady a bitch for not wanting to paint your house.
No, this is a question that I'm asking just so I can tell my own terrible story. But what's the rudest
Good.
thing you've ever said to an old person?
Oh. Ooh, I'm trying to think. Maybe call them like you old bag or something.
To
or
their
like
face?
Battle act. No, I think like walking by
Oh.
or whatever. Like, oh, you old bag. I don't think I've ever said. I don't think I've ever called an old person something to their face.
That's nice.
You
of
old piece of shit, but not to their face, you know?
I remember once I heard a friend scream, "Suck a dick, old man."
I mean, that's awesome.
They were being a bad driver.
Dick
No,
old man.
when I lived in New York, I was riding the bus to work.
Yeah.
And the bus wasn't very crowded. But it's a city bus, you know, and I was talking on the phone to my mom because that was the only time I talked to her was like on my way to work.
Right.
And
Right.
some old woman, the bus was not crowded. Was not. It was like truly only a few, like maybe 7 or 8 seats were occupied, you know, of a
Okay.
whole city bus.
So there's a lot of room for people.
Yes. And like,
Okay.
it's a public transportation. It's not like a
Right.
quiet car.
Right.
So some woman behind me said, "No one wants to hear your conversation." And I was like, oh my God, Mom, some old bitch behind me won't stop saying shit. And then it was like an unengaged fight where I wouldn't turn around, but I just kept being like, she needs to burn in hell. But and then
That's funny.
But I was like, you sat right behind me. Like
Right.
I didn't come sit. I was so mad. at
Lady,
her.
you're in control. You can figure this out. Also,
Yeah.
hey, you old bag, wear some headphones.
It's-
Or do you not know what those are? Because you're so old.
It's old.
The only headphones I know of are dinosaur wings.
Yeah. Also, like, did you come to a New York City bus for some peace and quiet?
Yeah, come on.
I'm
Yeah,
so
trying to
sorry.
take my nap.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like, just the fact that I wasn't some like pervert jerking off in front of you should have been a blessing.
Yeah, that should be a plus. Exactly. Let somebody have a conversation as
With
long
my
as they're not jerking off.
mother.
Yes.
My mommy. Anyway, that was
My mummy.
like I said, that was
Got her.
to tell you a terrible story about how I'm a bad person. You know.
Okay, I got a story. You ready?
Okay.
This is titled More Eerie Tales from UCR. Kinda long, sorry. Don't worry about it.
UCR.
I'll tell you in a second what that is. Hello, Betsy and Marcy. Just in case you wanted some chills, here's more spooky stories from my time at UC Riverside. That's what UCR is. University of California, Riverside.
Go Badgers. I don't know.
Go Badgers. Okay. It's set up in 3 stories. 1. My first dorm was really creepy since it was so far from campus and at the dark edge of the neighborhood. I think it was especially active since it was newly constructed. Ooh. I was doing laundry one night and I got an intense feeling of being watched. I looked around and on the walkway going up and around my building, I saw a shadow person crouching low like it was spying on me.
No.
That's sick. That's 6. Fucking crouching. Come on, man. As soon as we, quote unquote, made eye contact, the figure ducked lower and ran up the path and out of sight. I chased after it, but it had disappeared.
Why?
Not long after this, my partner was spending the night. He had a nightmare and woke up feeling very anxious and couldn't stop staring at my desk. Apparently, while asleep, I turned my head toward him and said, I hate when he just sits there, and turned back. I had no memory of this in the morning, and needless to say, he did not get much sleep after that. That's the end of story 1. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
That is so fucked up. All of it. Crouching, shadow person,
I hate when he just...
hidden tiger.
So... I'm like,
Hidden tiger, crouching shadow person.
Hidden
Do you remember
tiger.
that hit? They all
what
dancing
a-
on the trees and fighting.
What a bop. I'm like, one, I was, a croucher is never good unless it's like a catcher.
That's exactly it. Unless you're waiting to catch a pitch, crouch all you want. But until then,
Get
you
out.
stand up.
And to crouch lower made me think that they almost like crab ran away.
Dude, that's exactly what as soon as like they crouched lower and then started running away, I was like, oh, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
That is the grossest thing I've ever. Ooh, that's so nasty. Stop it. Yep, that's
Barf.
nasty.
Barfy
Puke,
barf.
puke city, everybody.
Oh.
And then the desk, dude.
No.
Dude, that is so.
Here's
I did not remember it.
my interpretation is that the boyfriend woke up or
Yeah.
partner woke up, saw like had an uneasy feeling about something in the corner, and then the person writing turned to their partner and said, I hate when he just like what was it? I hate when he just sits there.
I hate when he just sits there.
So the partner woke up and had an anxious feeling, and then it was confirmed. Right?
Right.
Is that my okay?
I think so. Or he had a nightmare and woke up feeling very anxious and couldn't stop staring at my.
Okay.
Apparently, while asleep, I turned my head toward him, and I guess so. Like, had a nightmare, woke up anxious, was staring at the desk, and then in their sleep turned and said, "I hate." Ooh, that's fucked up, man. Because that is like something being like, "I'm here and I'm sitting at your desk, and I'm watching you."
Also, the disconnect between sleeping you and awake you. No.
Too scared. So strange. So scary. So strange.
No.
I can't. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. I don't. I have. Do you talk in your sleep?
I don't know because I always sleep alone.
Me too. Me too.
I did one of those things that, you know, the apps that start recording when sound is made.
Yes.
But I sleep with sound machines, so I think it's hard for it to interpret, like, what.
I did that one time too, and then I was like, nothing appeared, but then I got scared of like, God, if I start hearing little kids on it, I'm like, I can't do this. So I stopped doing that.
I can't.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Here's story number 2.
Thank you.
My friends and I spent a lot of time in the Native American Students Program office, and we always joked that it's haunted. We'd frequently hear things moving in other rooms and all felt nervous being in there alone. One afternoon, the custodian came in to clean and collect the trash much earlier than usual. We asked how she was doing, and she said she was fine but really needed to finish and leave. We apologized for interrupting her work, and the custodian explained she had a nightmare that she was locked in our office and could hear her best friend calling her from behind one of the doors. She went to the open door, but it wouldn't... She went to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. She told her friend she couldn't get in, but they were calling her name, telling her to come in. Ugh. She said the door started to shake violently and then began to open and close violently over and over. Her friend was still telling her to come in and was laughing creepily. She wasn't sure what the dream meant, but she wasn't comfortable being by herself in our office and stopped coming after dark.
Ew.
Ew, that is nasty. That's fucked up, dude.
I love that to be like, I have to hurry up, guys. Because if not, then a demon's going to get me.
Then something's going to get me. A demon acting like my best friend behind a door.
My toxic best friend who's after me.
Yeah. Okay, lastly, this is the third one. Lastly, my partner and I were up. This is the third final one, okay? Lastly,
Glassly.
my partner... Lastly, come home. Shit, man. Whatever. Lastly, my partner and I were up very late preparing for finals. This is not part of the email. Aren't you so glad we don't have to do school?
Oh my God. No matter what anyone tells you guys, when people are like, this is preparing you for the real world, it's like, nah. The real world is hard in other ways they're not even talking about right now.
Right.
You will not be prepared, and also this is hard too for different, like, it's completely different reasons of hard.
Yes, exactly. Oh God. Even watching TV shows and movies where people have to do homework and shit, I'm just like, yes. Oh, thank God I don't ever have to do that shit anymore.
And you know, people sometimes still have like nightmares about having to turn things in.
Yeah.
I thank God, like, don't like have. I've maybe had like a dozen of those dreams, but like it's a terrible experience.
I feel maybe we've talked about this. I have them pretty often, but I am myself now to where I'll be at like college. It's usually at Western where I have like where my dreams take place, where I'm like at college, just be like, wait, what? Oh, I've been missing all of math class, all this stuff. But the whole time being like, but it doesn't matter. I live in LA and I do comedy and stuff for a living.
Yeah.
So who gives a shit?
It's very funny though, because like I think when you're in college, you're like, I have to do this before I can do anything else.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that people shouldn't go to college, but like it's also like no one really checks your transcripts.
No, especially if you major in theater. Nobody gives a shit.
Or if you trick them into letting you graduate, even though it's in general studies, and that's not a department.
Did you graduate in general studies?
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
I was like, look, I technically would have a double major and 2 minors if you had a curriculum for this. Like I had enough hours because I always took like 18 hours of classes every semester. So I was like, I have more than enough classes. I'm not coming. I said, I'm not coming back.
No.
And they're like,
you did it.
They're like, okay, because I covered all the core ones, and then they're like, I was like, you didn't have what I wanted to study, and I just stayed here.
I do like that, where it should be, like, fucking study whatever you want.
Yeah, don't do that, guys, though.
Okay, so they're preparing for finals. Boo. I hope you did good. The libraries were open much later during this time, so students could study, cry, and rent laptops. It was almost midnight, and we were walking back to the Rivera Library to return some materials. This library is already weird because the right side is fairly modern, but the left side is old and unrenovated. Even the lighting is different between the two sides. Ooh. I really had to go to the restroom before the long walk back to my dorm. Number 1. Okay.
Pee-pee.
Number 1, they write, not
Pee-pee.
But I was so drained. I didn't want to deal with all the people on the right side. So I went to the old left side, knowing there was another restroom at the end of the hall. It was very empty, very quiet, and very creepy. Those are I had so many bathrooms around campus that I knew were perfect to shit in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all of the ones where I was like, nobody uses these, so
Yeah.
I'm going to destroy them.
Yeah, no one even knows about this dirty old bathroom.
I got so many butt diseases from using it.
Look, I'm not trying to do an exercise while I'm going to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting.
I'm sitting. When I got to the restroom, I tried to do my business quickly because something didn't feel right. Even though I was alone, I could, quote unquote, see a young man standing directly outside of my stall.
Oh.
He was average height but very lanky, had black bowl cut looking hair, black pants, and white button-up shirt, and very dated, thick-framed glasses.
What is he?
I could-
Wait, was he? Is it Archie? Who's the guy that has like alfalfa? No, I don't know.
I don't know who you're thinking of.
Well,
Glasses.
a dork is what I'm thinking of.
A fucking nerd. Here, listen to this, Marcy. I could see him clenching his fist and literally shaking with rage. I got the feeling he didn't like people being in this part of the library, nerd, and especially didn't like women.
Because he's a member of the He-Man Woman Haters.
Oh my God, he is alfalfa.
Yes.
Sheesh. Whoa. Yep. I was scared to move, but knew I had to get out of there ASAP. When I flushed the toilet, I felt an explosion of rage and could hear him scream so loud that I had to cover my ears. Didn't help much. I ran the hell out of there and avoided that part of the library for the rest of my time at UCR. I hope this wasn't too long and that you enjoyed these stories. I got plenty more if you're interested. Best, Winnona. Dude, that is so spooky.
He was furious because that was his toilet.
Right? It was his special take a shit toilet.
Oh, man.
Oof, that is so scary. The image of like shaking with rage is so fucking scary, dude.
Oh. Especially dorks, man. They're dangerous.
Dorks are so dangerous, dude.
Don't, look, we're calling them dorks, but in a loving way, because I don't want to fuck with no dork. I don't want to get beat up by a dork, guys.
No, I don't want to get beat up by a dork.
No.
Ooh, bathroom goes. Stay away from the bathrooms.
It's
please.
like, what are you so angry about?
I don't know.
What happened, sir?
Exactly. What happened to you that makes you so angry?
Did someone cut you in line and now you, for eternity, have to go to the bathroom?
Right. Maybe during their stay, maybe during his stay at UCR, got cut in front of, and he pee-peed and poo-pooed in his pants.
He exploded. He exploded.
He exploded all over.
And died.
And is humiliated. And now, died and is humiliated about dying, waiting to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, because he exploded all over it got all over his white shirt.
Right.
You know, like when babies poop and it goes up their back?
Ew. Yeah, I do, and that's so gross.
You're welcome.
Ew.
You're welcome.
It's so gross.
Goodbye.
And parents love it. They're like, yeah, my baby's poop.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
That was actually legitimately scary, Winnona.
Horrifying.
Now I want to...
Horrifying. We should go to UC Riverside.
We should take some night
snoop
classes.
Around. Let's take some night classes and snoop around.
Let's pretend like we're young, though. Let's be like, I'm 20.
TikTok.
Look,
I love TikTok.
I do love TikTok. So
You do love
that'll
TikTok.
be
So
easy.
we're a step ahead of where we should be.
I'm a TikTok teen.
You like TikTok, you know Billie Eilish. We're set, dude.
I'm best friends with Billie Eilish.
Yeah, you're her best friend.
Oh, you're making me live. These are really great. Thank you guys
So
for
great.
sending these in. Love chatting with Ingrid. Love chatting with you, Betsy.
What a dream. What a damn dream.
And
We did it. We had a guest.
We did
Who
it.
knows when we'll have another one?
We might
Ugh.
honestly I think I have some travel coming up, and then I might try to get my house in order to start recording again, and have I just got to reset up a studio because I tore it down for cats.
Yeah. Let's do it.
My damn cat's got in the way.
Your cat's got a whole room
They won't even go in there.
that they hate.
They won't go in there. It's a whole room. Yeah, guys, keep sending us stories. We're gonna forever read, love, cherish, listen, all of it.
Yes, all of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.